After almost 5 years of streaming actively on YouTube every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I have officially quit streaming on YouTube. Today, I'll be telling you exactly why that is and what the future looks like for those of you that have enjoyed my streams on YouTube over these past couple of years. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to what is yet again another brand new video on my channel. My name is, of course, Catmanjoe, and like I just mentioned, today I'm going to be telling you why I am quitting live streaming on YouTube. Now, I started my YouTube live streaming journey back on October 31st, 2018, and since that day, I've done over 900 streams on this platform in total. To give you some insane numbers to help kind of wrap your head around how much I've actually streamed or how long I've been streaming for, I've gained over 800,000 views, 10,000 plus subscribers, and over 100,000 hours of watch time. That is the equivalent of watching my content non-stop daily for 11 years straight. Well, over 11 years actually. So basically torture. And how has YouTube rewarding me? Well, after spending hours adding up all my views from all my live streams and then comparing them in groups of 50, I'm currently getting fewer views per 50 live streams than I was when I started originally streaming back almost 5 years ago. Now mix that in with the fact that it seems like overall it's actually hurting my channel the more I do stream and push myself to do that. That's pretty much a valid reason in of itself for wanting to quit streaming actively on here. However, that's not my only reason for quitting, and I'm going to be covering my main reasons in just a moment. But before that, I do want to just quickly as well take a minute to state that I'm not trying to come across as if I'm blaming YouTube for anything here. I know that undoubtedly there is a few things that I've done that have negatively affected my streams and overall success rate, such as me not making content actively, only allowing people who donate or who are members to join my game, and my inconsistent schedule. Then additionally, my at times sudden and radical changes in terms of tolerance towards certain topics and cursing and such. And you can imagine it just causes some big issues in general. But I still feel like those things are not the main issues that have caused the decline in views on my streams over the past few years. I mean, I guess that could also just be denial, me saying that, but at the end of the day, that's just my opinion. So why am I actually quitting streaming? Well, there is actually three main reasons that I've compiled. Number one is probably my weakest reason, but it is the lack of YouTube's proper promotion for streamers. For what feels like the longest time now, I've complained about the fact streamers on YouTube don't have an easy enough to understand way of attracting newcomers to their streams, and there isn't a clear place on the platform for streamers. Now, I know this reason might seem a bit dated in general, and there is definitely an argument to make for that, since in the past year YouTube has been giving actual streamers a lot more options and a lot more, obviously, of course, I guess, I know, features, such as obviously the YouTube channel homepage section for streams exclusively alongside videos and shorts, and they've also of course added a live category you can select if you want to look for streams specifically. Additionally, they've also added the little live now icon beside creators' names when they're actually streaming, and of course obviously if you're mobile or PC you can see that regardless, which is great. However, I still do hold some criticism towards the live sections for streamers on YouTube, as it's just a mess in my opinion. You've got streamers just leaving the same footage on loop to generate views and subscribers, people clearly viewbotting, clickbait running rampant to bait kids, and no easy way to find specific types of streams. It's not my biggest pet peeve, but it is something I just wanted to mention. The second reason I've got for quitting streaming on YouTube is the lack of moderation tools and inability to interact with my community as much as I really feel like I need to be able to. Beginning with the moderation side, for years now I've been plagued with having to deal with the lowest forms of human garbage the internet can spawn joining my streams and just basically being unable to do anything about it. From racists all the way up to literal freaks who want nothing more than see everyone as miserable as them. YouTube, if you don't know, only allows creators to block people from their channels, but blocking just means that they can't comment during live streams or in comment sections on the account that's blocked. It doesn't stop them from being able to join on alternate accounts and obviously of course chat, and of course we don't get notified if they are suspected ban evaders because YouTube doesn't have any sort of IP banning either. This makes actually removing someone who is toxic from your community basically impossible, as they can always just lurk and watch the stream or just take 2 seconds out of their day to make a new account and rejoin to continue chatting. From my experience, the only real way to remove someone from a community is to ban them and then blacklist their name and any alternate names that they go by and just any offensive things that they say in general, and just hope to God that they eventually get bored enough to leave for good. This method though isn't always going to work, of course, and the ability to just keep making new accounts to spam or continue being a terrible person is the reason why I've literally got over 400 people banned from my channel. Now, sticking with this, I also want to talk about YouTube still slacking ways to interact with your community during live streams. In the past year or two, YouTube has done really well in being able to add the ability to be able to create polls and Q&As during your live streams, and more notably, of course, the ability to be able to gift memberships and raid other channels, but these features still feel very unpolished and unfinished. For example, YouTube's gifting memberships option seemed like an amazing thing when it was first announced, and I know plenty of friends of mine who are streamers that were excited about it when it was first originally announced and obviously talked about, but when we all realized that the people who wanted to give memberships couldn't choose the people who they wanted to become a member, and then people had to opt into becoming one, it quickly changed from being excited to being just kind of bored already. See, one of the big problems was that users who wanted to gift memberships couldn't choose the level that they wanted to gift and were stuck with the $4.99 option or above from my understanding, which just made the feature feel more redundant than it already was. Raiding was also another feature that was really interesting when it was initially announced, because you could obviously raid people like what you could do on Twitch, and that was an awesome kind of gimmick that people have been waiting for on YouTube for streaming, of course, for a very long time. But it actually became incredibly redundant when we initially found out that you had to have either your subscriptions on public so that people could raid you randomly, randomly who didn't already know you, or if you wanted your friends to be able to raid you specifically, you had to add them specifically to a list of people that were allowed to raid you. Since the feature launched, it's thankfully now actually been tweaked to where you can now just choose to allow all channels to be able to raid you or redirect towards you, but it's not exactly still perfect either. And lastly for this section, I feel like YouTube streams are seriously lacking in terms of community activities in comparison to sites like Twitch. Twitch has the option for creators to allow their viewers to earn channel points while they're watching, points that they can use to redeem custom or default rewards like hydrate, reminding the streamer to take a drink. Twitch also has the ability to start community challenges where viewers can spend their hard-earned points that they've earned from watching the streams or lurking to help reach 100% on a community challenge, which can be an awesome way to build kind of engagement with your community. And I think the lack of these features on YouTube really is something that is hurting streaming for the platform. And now the third and final reason for me quitting streaming on YouTube is simply to move to greener pastures. I've had an amazing almost 5-year-long journey with streaming on this platform, and I'm honestly so thankful to each and every single one of you that participate in that journey. Whether you were there as an occasional viewer, or as an active viewer, as a donator, or as a member, regardless, I really did appreciate having you tuning in. But the fact that these YouTube streams aren't doing as well as the ones that I'm doing over on Twitch is a shame. We are getting more viewers on Twitch, meeting dozens of new people on Twitch daily, and growing as a community more on that platform than here by far. In the past almost 2 months since I started streaming on Twitch actively, we've gained over 3,000 followers, and that's almost a third of what we've gained on YouTube in almost 5 years, and that's just honestly to me insane. But aside from it being insane, it's also been a bit of an eye-opener towards the fact that maybe it's time for me to change my horizons and kind of go to greener pastures. So when it comes down to the future of my streaming kind of career or journey, if you want to call it that, I'm not going to be quitting streaming. I'm just going to be doing it over on Twitch exclusively and making content on YouTube exclusively. I will still stream on YouTube on the odd occasion when we hit big milestones like 70,000 subscribers or 80,000 subscribers or whatever. And obviously, of course, when new updates for Minecraft are coming out, I'll do massive countdowns till the updates come out or anything kind of related to that if it's a special or big event. But otherwise, I'll mainly be on Twitch 24/7 streaming over there. Not 24/7, but like when I'm live on Twitch, which is usually for a couple hours every day. What's good about this is it hopefully means that I can focus more on making content on YouTube exclusively and hopefully making really good content at that. And then obviously focusing on my streaming on Twitch where it's meant to be. I really hope that you guys on YouTube that have supported me over these past few years of making content and obviously, of course, streaming every pretty much weekend, which has been just insane to actually be able to do, will come and join me on this new journey over on Twitch while I'm streaming there every day of the week, not just on the weekends. I can say with complete honesty and confidence, I would really love to see you all there, honestly, guys. And if you are coming from the YouTube, let me know when you do come join me on the Twitch, who you were on YouTube, and how you came on over and how you initially met me on YouTube. It'd be lovely to have you guys there. But yeah, everybody, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully this will be the start of my, I guess, return to being active on YouTube. Here's praying. We cross our fingers. But other than that, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope that you all went to enjoy it. If you guys did, please be sure to drop a like in it. If you guys didn't, you already know what to do. Drop a dislike and leave me a comment. Let me know why you did or didn't. I'd love to know, guys, down below. And let me know what your thoughts are on my decision to do this, because I think it is a bit of a crazy decision, but I think it's inherently for the best. But other than that, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Hopefully see you all in the next one. Have a fantastic day, everybody. And yeah, everyone, peace out.